Okay, good morning guys. I am very tired. I've literally just woke up. I've made a coffee to match my jumper of the day. And there's going to be some weird camera angles because I've hurt my shoulder. So I'm basically putting the camera wherever I can. I can't even bloody hold my coffee. I'll try and, sit in a position to make it better. But yeah, essentially I've hurt this shoulder, so I can't, I've got limited movement and stuff. So sorry if there's any dodgy camera angles or anything. I'm working with what I've got, but I'm quite limited. And also, I can't wash my hair. I'm going to try and wash it today, but I've been avoiding it. So hence the little dodgy plaits, because I'm just not very good with hair. So yeah, that's my little update to why this may be a little bit rubbish, but we're going to go with it. I'm trying to feel motivated to get some stuff done, which is quite difficult when you don't feel well, but it needs doing, and I think I'm going to feel a lot better when I've finished this. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to sort out my yarn stash today, and also all of my crochet hooks, because basically the other week I lost my number 6, and so I thought, right, I'll order a whole new pack, this specific one that I really like, and then of course as soon as it arrived I found the number 6 in my partner's car. So now I have doubles of everything, which isn't the worst thing because it means that I can leave hooks in the project bag so that I don't forget what size I'm using. So, you know, it was a win-win really, but it was just one of those things like, seriously, the day that the new ones arrive, I find the one that I haven't, I was looking for it for weeks, and then as soon as I get new ones, it turns up. Excuse this is also something I need to sort out this week, but work's been manic and the weekends have been busy and I just haven't had time. So I think it would be my previous video. I did a complete wardrobe clear out where I got rid of like 70 plus items of clothing or something. I can't really remember because a lot's happened since, but yeah, so that's all the stuff I'm getting rid of that I need to take to donate it. But I'm just waiting for my partner to do his so that we can do it all at the same time. So for now, I might just tidy it up a little bit, put it in the corner, get it out of the way. But yeah, so that's just going to be there again. If my arm was working properly, I could get rid of that shot, but it's there, so you just have to deal with it. But that is reality, and yeah, I need to sort it out because I said I'd sort it out really quickly, and that's why it's there, but I haven't. Anyway, so let's just jump into the, I was going to say the show. I guess it's, I'm showing you stuff. In front of me right now, like right here and there and there and there. And then like there's a lot of bags full of yarn that I've acquired, quite a lot of it on Facebook Marketplace, so second hand, which is really good because it makes my hobby a little bit more sustainable, because you know I'm not buying first hand. Like some of these are someone's used a little bit and then I've got the rest. The same with this one, so pretty. But I'm a creator who likes to have supplies on hand because I get inspired by seeing my supplies. I'm not really someone that plans something and then goes and buys the yarn. I mean, I do that too sometimes. For example, I knew I wanted to do a Weasley jumper, which I'll put a picture of here, and I found this online, which was like the effect that I really wanted, the tweed. And yeah, so in that case I did buy it because it was very specific, but I do like just having things on hand and thinking, oh, what could I make with this? It sort of gets the creative juices flowing, as it were. I'm procrastinating completely because this is going to be a relatively big job. I've got yarn in front of me, I've got yarn in a cabinet there, I've got yarn downstairs in a little puffy, I've got this camera is on another puffy. If you're not from England, a puffy is like a footrest with a, well, I don't know if they always have storage in, but it's got a storage in, so that's what it is. So footrest, if that makes it easier. So I've got 2 of them full of yarn, but one of them's downstairs now and I always forget about it. So I kind of want to see if I can put all of my yarn in this room because I've claimed it as my own and it's such a peaceful room to come to and no one ever uses it. I think it's like a helicopter. Oh no, it's my washing. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna claim this room anyway and see what we can do. It might be that I sort all the yarn out and then I might need to buy like a little cube unit to put some extras in because I do have a lot more yarn than I did, because I did sort out my yarn more recently, and it did fit into like the footrests and into my drawers, but I have gained quite a bit more, so we'll see. we'll go with the flow with this. Like, I'm quite low energy at the moment anyway. So I'm going to sort it all out, maybe get it all out on the floor, see what I've got, count it up, see how many balls we end up with. It's going to be quite a lot, I think. Yeah, and we'll just go with the flow. So I'm going to take you along with me while I drink my coffee to try and get me through this morning, and then hopefully I feel more accomplished this afternoon, and then I can just chill and maybe work on my jumper. I need to finish this jumper that I'm doing. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you the problem, okay? Okay, so this is what we're working with. All of these bags are full of yarn. That box has got a bit of yarn in that, yarn in the wicker one, some pillowcases or covers in that, and this drawer unit is full of yarn. I think maybe half of it's full of yarn. I think the other drawers don't open. So you can see that I need to sort it out quite badly. Oh, and this is the footrest or puffy that is full of yarn as well. So I'm going to get it all out and then reorganize, I think. I need to initiate a shopping ban. My problem is much worse than originally expected. Let me flip the camera around and show you everything I've got, because it's a lot more than I realised. I think that's my problem with them all being in different places, like all my stuff, is that I cannot see the extent of it until I put it all together. And that time it's too late. Okay, let me flip the camera. Okay, this is the extent of my problem. So I'll show you what everything is. In here I've got some crafting supplies and then some plain cushion covers that I plan to crochet on top of. Yarn, more yarn, even more yarn. That is full to the brim. All of this is yarn, which is so much, like ridiculous amount. This one here is a project bag, so well actually no, not anymore, because I just finished a scarf, so this is just yarn. And then over here I've got some empty project bags, some tools which I need to organise, and then 3 current whips in their project bags. I do really like these bags. I find them really helpful because it just contains everything to one little bag and it's easy to pick up and go. And then I've got 4 notebooks and then some files with some notes in. And then I've got a load of patches. This might be test pieces, it might be items I started that I never finished. And then this one's a tester for my Harry Potter jumper, which is for that yarn. Obviously I tested it in this yarn just because my other yarn's more expensive and I wanted to make sure it was okay. Yeah, more yarn over there, which looks really satisfying, but it's a lot of yarn. Some of the yarn I bought, some of it I got gifted or inherited, like someone just said, oh, I don't need this anymore, do you want it? And of course, yes, always yes. And then yeah, a lot of it I got Facebook Marketplace or just gradually built up over time. So I'll finish a project and maybe I have more yarn than expected, and so it's just leftovers, which I like because I like having a good supply of yarn to choose from when I'm like starting my next projects. But now I just need to organise it and figure out a good way to do so. I'm trying to think the best way of organising them. I'm thinking maybe I'll get all of the yarn out and then put it into colours, because that's what I tend to go by, like when I'm doing a project, is I tend to find the right colour first. Most of my yarn is DK weight. I think in the green box, which I'll show you, so in... I can't... There. In this box here is thicker yarns, more like different textures and stuff, and the yarn that I used for my scarf, so this one, and this stuff that I'm using here, I think that's Aran weight. Apart from that, everything should be DK, really, just bog standard. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to get it all out, put it into colour order, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to regret this. Okay, that is all my yarn out and sort of in colours. I sort of put it near similar colours because it was just taking too long to put it exactly in like colour order and shade order, that kind of thing. So in total, that is over 250 balls of yarn, which seems ridiculous. Like that, there's a lot of yarn. Now where to put it? That's the big question. I don't know. It's not going to fit in what I've got. I'm going to have to think a little bit outside the box, maybe find some more storage. Wish me luck. I'm going to have a look and then I'll update you. Okay, so ignore the weird curl on my head because I can't get rid of it. This video might turn into a bit of a room transformation, to be honest, because I need somewhere to store all of my yarn, but I'm not happy with this room and the layout at the moment. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have a rejig. The only thing is my shoulder, and I can't really move stuff by myself, so it's whether or not I can get help moving things. But I'm thinking at the moment about moving this and the telly over on this wall here because it's a smaller wall and it would make better use of the space. And also my armchair's there, so I can actually watch the TV and like watch YouTube while I'm crocheting or whatever. And then moving this one onto this wall, but like right there, and then maybe a nice plant here, so as you walk in it's not a TV straight away. I just think that looks a bit rubbish. And then you've got this corner here, which is old cushions that we want to recover and use as like a comfy seating area. So what I might do is I might take them out, like have a little rejig and see how we can lay them out to make them like a comfortable seating area, and then look at materials and stuff to recover them. Or perhaps I'll just make a nice blanket to cover the top of them. I'm not sure, but that's my idea at the moment. And then ignoring all this stuff, but this is like where Freya's toys and like playhouse and everything goes. So just to make that a slightly nicer area, to get rid of the TV and the Xbox and that kind of thing. So it just gives her more space for her toys, and then makes better use of this wall because it's smaller, but you know, this would fit quite perfectly there with just a plant next to it. So just trying to think logically. Let's do a little room transformation, why not? And then hopefully try and figure out some sort of storage for this yarn. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So we'll do this first, move everything around, and then perhaps we can find another storage solution. Okay, idea number one. Take all the drawers out of this little unit that we upcycled ages ago and we don't actually use it. Like the drawers are literally empty. So take all of the drawers out and have it completely open, and then maybe put a bit of boarding on the back of the centre bit, and then put all of the yarn in there so that you can see it. It's a little bit dirty, so I don't want you to... Let me just show you an example. So like that. Oops, falling over. So imagine that. Imagine it like that, but all the way up, and then this one as well, and then this one. I don't know, I think that could be quite good. I might have to put two shelves, or one shelf going across the middle just to keep them in place. But I think that would look really nice. And I think all this will fit. Oh my God, I'm falling over again. Jesus. Because I'll be able to wedge it in and it would look so cool, I think, personally. Oh, I think I might try that. What do you think? I mean, I would have done it by the time this goes up, but I may have changed my mind. So yeah, let me know what you think anyway, if you think this is a good idea or if there's any issues. The reason I say about putting a backing on this bit is because I don't want anything to get into it. So at the moment, this bit is obviously closed up at the back, so I need to hoover it out. But then it's sort of secure in itself, and it shouldn't get dirty, I don't think. I can't see a reason why it would. Whereas if this back's open, then bugs can get in or dust can fall down the back and then land on the yarn, that kind of thing. So if I get a bit of boarding to put on the back of that, I think that would work really well. quick update. So I've moved the TV over here. I've decided to keep the drawers in it and maybe use the drawers. I've moved that cabinet over here with Freya's toys, and I found this in the other room, which I think would be really good for maybe putting some of my yarn in. And I've got another green one, so I thought perhaps I could do green yarn in this one, yellow, browns and oranges in this one. And then over there I've got that footstool that's got storage in, so I might use that again for my blues like I had it before. And then empty these drawers out and see what else I can get into those drawers. I also have this storage thing that used to be under here for my pinks and purples, so I'll see what I can fit into that and then put that back underneath my table. So let's do that and then see how much more yarn we've got left. Okay, so that is my browns and yellows in the yellow circle. I've got my greens in the green square, and then I've got that footstool which is actually red, so I might put all my reds and pinks and purples in there. See how we go, see how much we've got. And then the cabinet is blue, so I might put all the blue yarn, maybe blue, whites and blacks and greys in that one. So yeah, it's coming together, we're getting there. Okay, that is all of my yarn back into storage. So I've got greens in the green, yellows and browns in the yellow, pinks and reds in the pinky, reddy, purpley thing, purples in here, and then I've got some oranges, some more oranges, and then the rest of these drawers are all empty, so I might put my scissors, hooks, that kind of thing in there. And then in here I've got my blacks and mixed some of my blues, some more blues, and then greys, and then my greys and whites. Oh, and cream. And then I've got a little pile here which is sort of really small bits, so I might do a little scrap bag or something. And then I'm gonna donate these ones or see if anyone wants them, because they're not anything I'm gonna use. And then yeah, I just need to arrange the room. I'm going to put all of my books and hooks and all of that lovely stuff into the drawers in this cabinet, and then I'm just going to tidy up. So I'm going to do a little time lapse and then we'll get this room sorted. There we go, 4.5 hours later and it is all sorted. Okay, and that is my day done. I'm absolutely shattered. That was only 4.5 hours, it felt like a lot longer. But now I'm ready for lunch. It's 1:30 and I'm gonna go eat. But I'm very happy with this. I've sorted out all my yarn. I showed you where I put it all, and I just made the room feel a lot more welcoming. So now I can also watch YouTube while I do crocheting, or I can just come up here and read in peace and quiet. So yeah, I'm very happy, successful. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed doing it and I feel so much better now that everything's sorted. Thumbs up if you like it, share it, subscribe, that kind of thing. So I'm going to bring more content like this, both crochet related and organisation, that kind of thing. Alright, I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video.